Okay guys, my name is Stephanie Steele and my PowerPoint presentation is on how to do a full face of makeup, so sit back and enjoy. As you can imagine, there are some tools needed to complete this task. You can see them all listed there to the left. I'll kind of go more in detail on those as we go through the list, but if you did want to get just a list, the layout right there, they're over there to the left. So everything from a headband down to tweezers and lipstick is going to help you achieve this look. So obviously you want to start with a bare face. One of the first things that you need really is like a headband to pull your hair back with, and then something to clean your face off with, whether it be a washcloth and water, makeup remover pad. So one of the common misconceptions is that you need to do your full foundation and primer and all of that stuff before you do your eyes, but you really should do your eyes and brows first, because if any of that makeup falls down onto your face or cheeks, it's a lot easier to wipe off instead of wiping it off and then also wiping off your foundation. So first step here is brows. You can shape them up and brush them first if you like. Mine are already kind of shaped, but just take the tweezers to that, as you can see up in that top left picture, and pluck any hairs away. I kind of showed here like my little brow palette that I have, and there's this angled brush that you use. You can see it in the photo there. And what you really do is you just kind of take that brow palette and get your brush on there. Sometimes people use a pencil and just go along the natural line of your eyebrow. The goal is to mostly fill it in, not to overdo it. So you can kind of see that there, and then on the next picture you'll see the final product. As you can see here, just one eyebrow is done in this picture. Tried to do a serious face here, but so you can kind of see the difference of how that looks, but this is the finished product on one of the brows. So after the eyebrows, obviously you're going to do the eyes in general. That's going to involve doing your eyeshadow, liner, and mascara. So the following photos will have kind of those things done in sequence. Okay, so you're just the first thing that you're going to do is I like to go start with the lightest, and then I cover my entire lid and go all the way up to the brow. So you can see that where I'm starting there on the left picture in the middle, that brings it all the way up. Then you use the second picture there, I just go to the next color that I want to use and just do my lids. So in this case, for the base and up to my brow, I did that light cream color, and then for my lids only, I did like that golden brown color. And then you're going to want to get another brush to do the crease. You can see there on the left hand side how you have that natural crease if you have your eye slightly opened, and you use the more bolder brush, rounded tip, to do a darker color in the crease, and you just use like a windshield wiper motion to get that crease filled in, and then you can see on the very far right kind of how that looks if you've done it correctly. So that's for your eyeshadow, lid, and crease. So after I do your shadow, then I like to move on to the bottom eyeliner. This is pretty simple. Most people use a pencil for this. Although one thing that I do different that some people don't do is that I actually do that pencil on my waterline. You can see in that second picture, it's actually like the inside line of your eyelid, not on the outside. And then over to the right, you can kind of see how that looks. So you can achieve lots of different looks with this bottom eyeliner. I like to do the white because it makes your eyes look a lot bigger, but a lot of people use a dark eyeliner too. It just kind of depends on what you're going for. For this look, I'm kind of going for more of a classic look, so the lighter eyeliner works good for that. Next up is the top eyeliner. This is a highly contested debate among people who do makeup, whether they use a liquid liner or a pencil on the top. I like to use liquid. This kind of takes a little bit of finesse and a lot of practice to kind of get your lines right. The main idea is just to take that liner and go right along the lash line, and then if you're brave enough, to attempt a cat eye, which makes, obviously just wings the eyeliner out at the end, you can. Over at the right picture, you can kind of see what one side looks like done. That's more of a conservative look. Of course, you can bring the eyeliner a lot thicker, make it cover a little bit more of the eye, wing it out a lot more. Just really just depends on the look that you're going for. Okay, so on to mascara here. As you can see, I've got the picture there of the mascara, and then also I already have eyelash extensions, so that I don't have to do my top lashes, but normally you would do your top lashes and then you would do your bottom ones right here. So you have pictures of both of those, and there's lots of different kinds of mascaras, and but most people just go with the classic black. So you can see mascara is like the last thing you do after liner, shadow, liquid liner, brows, everything like that. Mascara is your last step on the eyes, and you can see that product here. All right, so now that we've done the eyes, we're going to move on to the face. Like I said before, a lot of people think they should do their face first, but um, so the face obviously consists of foundation, powder, if you choose to contour, blush. So you'll see that here in the following slides. I hope you guys are just loving these photos of me. First thing that I like to do is I like to prime. Not everybody does this, but the primer, what it does is it kind of balances out your skin tone. Not everybody has the perfect, same skin tone across their entire face. So the primer balances out any reds, reddening, or anything like that. Um, Anything that's not even on your face. So that's what that purple stuff is there. And obviously it doesn't stay purple, it just blends in with your skin. Then I use a liquid foundation. Some people like to use powder, some people like to use concealer. I just like to use foundation, and I have a little sponge there that you just take the foundation, you squirt it on, you kind of prep your whole face and go over your entire face like that. You can see on the bottom left hand corner I've got it kind of spaced out around different areas, and then I massage it all in, and you'll see here on the next page how that looks after the primer and foundation are on. Okay, so this step here is right after primer and foundation, you're going to do your powder and blush. I just usually use a bronzer, and then you can kind of see the differences in the brush there. But as far as the bronzer, I just kind of sweep it across my entire face. I go a little bit down on my neck, and then for the blush, you can do a couple different ways. Some people like to suck their cheeks in, as you can see I'm doing in that bottom left picture, to find where the blush line should go. Otherwise you can do a really big grin, and then those apples of your cheeks kind of stick out, and you can do the blush on there. But then you can see between, after the primer and foundation, the powder and blush, what that final look looks like on the next slide. As you can see here, this is after the foundation and primer on, all the eyes, eyebrows, eyeshadow, everything's done. So we're getting really close to completing our look now. Okay, last up here on the list is mouth and lips. So this is pretty straightforward. Some people like to use liners, some people don't. Some people don't just use chapstick. For this tutorial, even though I don't usually normally wear lip liner, I kind of wanted to show what that would look like if you did. So the following slides will display that. Okay, so on our left you can see here I've got the liner laid out with some gloss. And basically the liner is very similar to like any of the liners we've done so far, like on our eyes or anything like that. You just really follow along with the natural lines of the mouth. In that third picture you can kind of see the liner's already done, and I've moved on to some gloss there. And once it's filled in, I obviously made a goofy face there, but you can kind of see what that looks like. And then you kind of just use Q-tips, or you can use your makeup stuff to kind of straighten everything out in case any of that looks off or crooked or anything like that. So the lips are complete. Everything else on the face is complete. One last step coming up. Okay, like I said, there's just one more step, and that's basically setting your look for the day with some finishing spray and letting your hair down and getting ready to head out the door. Okay, so with this finishing spray, basically what you want to do is just kind of hold it several inches away from your face and spray. What this does is this sets your makeup so whatever elements you may experience during the day, especially right now with the heat wave going on, this kind of sets everything off and keeps it from melting or peeling or any of that stuff coming off your face in any unnatural way. So it just really makes it last long for the whole day. It's a great tool to have in your makeup kit if you don't already have that. Alright, and this is your final look, after you prime your face, prep it, do your eyes, eyebrows, liner, foundation, primer, blush, lip liner and lips, and then set your face. You're ready to go for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and if you have any questions, please send them my way. Have a great summer.